Collier. Mom, are you coming up too? No? You can come up and at least get a picture if you want. Up closer.
All right. Thank you for allowing us to present tonight. Of course, my name is Kevin Hilton. I'm the transportation supervisor. However, for many years, I've been involved with SkillsUSA through as a teacher, as an administrator, and it was my honor and privilege to continue advising the SkillsUSA last year. Officer McGinnis, who's at volunteer, who's a criminal justice teacher, wasn't able to go to the national competition. He asked me if I would go, and I said, sure. So I enjoy SkillsUSA. It's a wonderful organization. It's a CTSO, and where students gets involved and learn leadership and skills that will go with them their entire life. So we're going to do something a little different today. Normally, I get up here and talk about 30 or 40 minutes. Don't understand something. I usually do, but I'm not going to do that today. We're going to allow Miss Ava Collier to show the community exactly what's involved, the hard work and determination that these students go through and study and practice all year long to get ready for a national event. Miss Ava Collier presented or went into the competition of prepared speech. And it's a 5 to 7 minute speech that she has to perform in front of judges and an audience with no notes. Her speech has to be turned in. She just gets up and presents it. And she did a wonderful, phenomenal job, got 4th place. And I want to show her, or kind of go over her scores real quick. We got her national scores. Her opening appearance, from a maximum possible points of 75, she scored 75, 100%. With her opening introduction, maximum score was 50, she scored 48.67. Her voice, out of 100 points, she scored 97.67. Platform deportment, out of 100 points, she scored 97.67. Organization of her speech, 200 points, she scored 192.67. Her mechanics of her speech, out of 100 possible points, she scored 94.33. Her closing, out of 150 points possible, she scored 140. And her effectiveness of speech, out of 200 points, she scored 193 points. So all of her scores fell in that 90 percentile. So at national level, competing against all 50 states, she ranked 4th. So we're very proud of Ava, and she is going to present for you tonight. And I'm going to ask if the board would come and join the audience so you can watch Ava at her finest and what she does and presenting. She is a phenomenal speaker, and I want to have a chance for her to show you and the community exactly how she represented this state. She represented the state of Tennessee. She was Tennessee. That's what I told her. I said, Amy, you are Tennessee here. We went to Atlanta, Georgia in July, or June. It was June. And she represented the state of Tennessee. She represented Hawkins County, and she represented this board. So we're proud of Ava. Ava, could you tell us what your speech is tonight?
My speech is on the no limits mindset through women in agriculture. As humans, we are constantly pushing ourselves to be the best version that we can possibly be. To do so, we must set ourselves with a no limits mindset. Throughout agricultural history, there have been multiple women who have persevered to have their very own no limits mindset. For example, Harriet Williams Russell Strong was given the limits of not being able to achieve a college degree. And even without a college degree, she wanted to invent new methods of irrigation and flood control systems. And Temple Grandin, who has defied what people think of her to now be an advocate for autism, agriculture, and the welfare of animals. These two women, and so many more, use that very important no limits mindset to achieve their goals throughout life. From being widowed at a young age and trying to support her 4 daughters, Harriet Williams Russell Strong was limited with what she could do by the era and culture that she was born into. With the sudden loss of her husband, she was left completely untrained for the care of this ranch that was now in her possession. Because of this, she had to read through multiple scientific books and journals to gain as much knowledge as she could about the most profitable crop for her to grow on her ranch and about agricultural business skills that she would later on need. Along with that, she also enlisted the help of other local ranchers in her area to call upon whenever she needed help. She went on to produce walnuts as the main crop on her ranch, and to support the growing needs of these walnuts, she had to innovate new methods of irrigation and flood control. These amazing inventions of hers went on to win 2 medals at the World's Trade Fair in 1887, and along with these amazing inventions, she went on to speak on women's rights with Susan B. Anthony, and she became the force behind the Los Angeles Flood Control Act of 1915, even holding a public office on the Flood Control Board before women even had the right to vote in California. And by 1918, she became the first woman delegate at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce Convention. And now, for another amazing woman in agricultural history, we have Temple Grandin. Temple Grandin, who has defied the limits of autism to now be an advocate for autism, agriculture, and the welfare of animals. With Temple Grandin being born in the 1940s, and doctors did not know much about autism during this time period, they thought it to be a form of a brain disease and advised her parents to put her in an institution. But her parents did not take the advice of these doctors, but yet they believed in what she would go on to achieve. While Temple Grandin did struggle academically through middle school and high school, she went on to achieve outstanding academic success in college, earning a master's in animal science, a master's in psychology, and even a doctorate in psychology too. Temple Grandin had truly started to advocate for the education of autistic children and agriculture. By the 1980s, she had already made a name and a voice for herself by speaking on the education of autistic children in autism advocacy circles, but she went on to champion for animal rights in the agricultural world. Temple Grandin even goes on to say that if she had not been exposed to so many new things as a young child, she would not be where she is today. And I believe that SkillsUSA is there to do exactly the same thing. SkillsUSA is there to expose you to as many new things that it possibly can, so that you're well prepared for whatever you may face in your life. SkillsUSA is an organization that prepares you for your personal and professional success. It's an organization that since 1965 has prepared America's youth ranging from middle school all the way up through their collegiate career for anything they may face in life. SkillsUSA is there to give you that very important no limits mindset. But my question for you today is, how will you have your own no limits mindset? Will you simply be like Harriet Williams Russell Strong and do something nobody's ever done before? Or simply like Temple Grandin and defy what people think of you? Or will you simply just be like me and push to be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be? Thank you for letting me speak on the No Limits Mindset through Women in Agriculture.
Mom, if you'd come up, is Mom still here? Come up and get a picture with her. And we're proud of Ava, and she wants to compete again this upcoming school year. So she's already talked with Mr. McGinnis, and they're looking forward to competing.
You gonna get in there, Mr. Hilton?
I can, yeah.
You get in here.
Get both of
One
you in there.
that's trained her.
And Mom,
Just him.
No, we spent many hours in here with him listening to that speech 600 times trying to speak. So this is his baby.